what is the mission of the World Baseball Academy, and then I guess how does this project help you guys move forward in that mission?
Sure, no, that's a great question. Really, the vision of the World Baseball Academy is to develop leaders who positively impact our world, and so we just happen to use the platform of baseball as an opportunity to connect with young people and encourage them to be difference makers on and off the field. So that really is our passion on how do we develop young people. The facilities at the Ash Center are going to allow us to actually expand how many kids we impact. So right now we serve over 3,000 kids. After renovations, we anticipate our tournaments being able to double, triple in size, as well as the programs that focus on skill development to increase. And so we anticipate going from 3,000, probably close to 10,000 in the near future.
And just in the Fort Wayne community, you guys have a program for at-risk youth, so tell me a little bit about that and I guess how this would better service that program going forward.
Yeah, the World Baseball Academy, again, we really focus on using baseball as a development tool. And so there's a lot of kids in our community who can't afford our paid services for instruction. So we started a scholarship program that serves at-risk youth really as a mentoring focus for young kids. And so we have over 450 kids in our at-risk programming. Upgraded facilities are going to actually allow us to expand some of our summer opportunities for kids. Allow more nonprofit partners to come on site for programming. But again, the focus of this is really using baseball as a relational tool to mentor young people and help them understand how certainly you can get better at baseball, but those skills you learn in baseball are transferable into everyday life. It's really that character building that we focus on.
Tell me about what you have going on in this part of the project. This is phase one of what you hope is a long-term renovation in many ways.
Sure. So we're excited about what's going on at the Ash Center campus. The World Baseball Academy owns and operates the Ash Center. And so on our 26-acre campus, we actually have 17 acres outdoors under construction right now to prepare for phase one, which would include 3 high school capable fields with artificial turf infields and natural grass outfields and first-class irrigation, first-class lighting. And then one of those fields actually be collegiate size as well for some of the college needs in the area.
How does that help you guys going forward? Because you've hosted tournaments here, you've hosted tournaments using facilities around town as well, but how would that help you to attract more people to come to Fort Wayne and attract more dollars, I guess, to come to Fort Wayne as well?
Yeah, the renovations here at the Ash Center I think are a big deal for the community. It's going to help us grow our tournaments, which is certainly going to increase the economic impact. How we're going to be able to grow that is really what Fort Wayne's lacking, is a first-class central hub for amateur youth baseball. We have great high school, great college facilities, but that central hub is lacking. With the artificial turf, that's going to allow us to drastically increase the number of games that we can host. And so by renovating these fields at the Ash Center, it's going to allow us to certainly grow the number of games we can host locally for local teams, as well as on the weekend, really dramatically expand our tournament capabilities.
Where are you at financially in terms of this project? Because it sounds like the total price tag of phase one was going to be about $3.2 million.
Yeah, so it's a big project. It's $3.2 million for phase one. We've raised $2.35 million right now, and our donors, our board, our staff, we're all unanimous and excited to say, hey, let's move forward on this, knowing that we have enough dollars raised to show a lot of progress. And so we're going to continue our fundraising efforts, and as dollars come in, we'll continue to add elements of the master plan into the project, and before we know it, I think we'll have a completed project here.
So how do you go about raising that money, and what are some of the ways that you guys can continually fund this phase? Because obviously phase one is kind of lays the groundwork for what you want to do short term and also in the future.
Yeah, the World Baseball Academy renovations here really at the Ash Center have been a community project. And so we've been very blessed with a lot of contributors from foundations, local companies, local individuals who are really making charitable contributions towards these efforts. And so it's been raised solely from those private donations. And so we're excited because of the progress being shown. We feel there's going to be a lot of support still to come as the community really embraces this vision becoming a reality.
Legacy money is obviously something that people was in the news quite a bit.
Sure.
Where did you fall in that process, and where are you at within regards to that money?
Yeah, the legacy process was interesting for the World Baseball Academy in terms of we got very high recommendations from the original task force through the sports committee as well. And so at the end of the day, the shift really kind of went to the Riverfront Initiative, which made complete sense. And so we kind of quietly backed away from the legacy process as we knew that's where it was heading, and just continued our efforts working with foundations, companies, with individuals. And so we've seen some great progress. Our partnership with the Lutheran Health Network has been a really substantial one, I think, to help move this whole vision forward. And so we've been very fortunate on that end.
So you guys are looking for corporate and private donations to raise say roughly $1 million to finish this project?
Yeah, I think we're about $850,000 short of our goal right now. And so, yeah, we're still looking at individual donors, companies, foundations to help us reach that ultimate goal to make sure that we have the facilities in place for the needs of our community, for the kids, and really for our growth plans for the economic impact for Fort Wayne.
What's the timeline to finish this project? Where are you at now? What are some of the dates or time frames that you have for specific milestones, like leveling the field, putting up construction? I mean, where is the timeline right now?
Yeah, we're under full construction right now. Our goal would be to have most of the construction done for our 2 fields that we can complete by late summer, early fall, with the grass seed being that final variable. And once that takes root for the outfields, then we can play after that. Our goal would be that we're playing baseball in 2018 in the spring.
A final question. What do you see as the ultimate benefit for the city of Fort Wayne within regards to this project in terms of completion?
It's a great question. I believe Fort Wayne really cares about family and kids. I raised my kids here in Fort Wayne. I'm really blessed to be here, and I think that is near and dear to the hearts of our people and our community. And so I think this project is all about kids and families, and having a first-class facility that can help develop young people to be difference makers, as well as help their athletic career as a secondary benefit, and the economic impact. I think it's a win-win-win for the community because we're focused on kids and families.
Anything else you'd like to add?
WorldBaseballAcademy.com. That'd be the great place to go to learn more about the capital campaign, our programming, and if you want to get involved, it'd be a great spot to go to. WorldBaseballAcademy.com.
And a lot of people maybe don't know the world part about it. Tell me, I guess I have a follow-up. Tell me about some of the trips that you have planned over the next year, because you use this as kind of a vehicle to teach life skills throughout the world.
Yeah. And so part of the reason why we're called World Baseball Academy is because we take local kids, local parents, local coaches on international experiences for their own personal growth. This year alone we'll be in El Salvador, we'll be in Bulgaria and Dominican Republic. And it's really all about taking local people on an international experience that's often life-changing. They'll come back with usually a softened heart, more appreciative of what we have back home. And just as you mentioned, baseball is just a vehicle. It's just a platform in order to build relationships. But it goes so far beyond that. It's really about developing young people to be difference makers.
Perfect.